Thank you for viewing this training on the Nevada Out-of-School Time Program Quality Standards. This video will concentrate on Category 3, Program Management and Professional Development. It will also help you understand how to score your program on indicators within this category when using the Program Quality Self-Assessment tool. High-quality programs ensure protocols are in place and available to all staff to understand program management. Additionally, opportunities for professional development should be available and encouraged for staff at all levels of the organization. Indicators in this category help to shape program policy that will help in the recruitment and retention of high-quality staff. Quality programs have a defined infrastructure that supports intentional planning and ensures smooth program operations. Program management and professional development can improve your program by providing a well-planned and structured program, implementing high-quality professional development to ensure staff is properly trained to work with youth and meet job expectations. Completing assessment takes time. Programs can choose how and when to complete. You can do an entire assessment in one go or choose the category with the highest priorities for your program. No matter how you choose to complete the assessment, doing it correctly will include 3 essential components: teamwork, observation and data collection methods, and family and youth engagement. Teamwork is key in your assessments. It is recommended that programs use a team approach when conducting self-assessments. Greater strides will be made when all involved parties contribute to the process and help shape a program's goals. The assessment team should include your entire after-school staff at all levels, families, participating youth, key stakeholders, and community partners. Additionally, you can also include other out-of-school time programs or mentors in the field. When discussing the tool, the value of program quality improvement should be emphasized, or rather, your why. Each team member needs the necessary time to conduct the self-assessment. Before observations occur, team members will need a copy of the Nevada After-School Network's Program Quality Assessment tool, and time is needed to review and become familiar with the tool. During the observation, team members need necessary time to observe and conduct the self-assessment of the program standards to the best of their knowledge and experience. After observations are completed, the assessment team members should meet together to discuss their individual observations and agree on a consensus rating. During this time, you will decide on the top priorities for improvement. Goals for improvement can be developed and incorporated into a quality action plan. Make sure to set timelines and monitor the quality action plan to ensure your progress. Subcategory A states quality programs have a defined infrastructure that supports intentional planning and ensures smooth program operations. Indicators in this category help shape program policy that will help in the recruitment and retention of staff by having defined infrastructure that supports intentional planning and ensures smooth program operations. Quality Indicator 3-A3 states, the program has complete enrollment for all children and youth, including, but not limited to, family emergency contacts, a complete enrollment packet, medication and immunization records, accommodations, and release authorizations. This means that programs provide parents with a registration packet, either paper form or online, that includes required student and family demographics, health information, and information on the student's special needs. Excelling programs ensure that records are current and updated regularly, and staff receive training at established intervals. So how do you apply this to your program? The registration packet should be online or readily available for parents to take. Parent orientation should be offered to review the information, and you should let parents know that registration is necessary for student enrollment purposes, emergency contacts, and ensuring student needs are met. Accurate enrollment information is critical to program success and demonstrates best practices. Program managers and program staff are responsible for ensuring proper enrollment. You can observe this indicator is done properly by reviewing your program's registration packet or online registration process and making sure it meets all of your enrollment requirements and that it's easy for parents to fill out and use. Let's take a look at our two fictional case studies to see the difference between operational and excelling programs. The operational Busy Bees have enrollment information that includes the basics, like allergies and health limitations, pickup and sign-out lists, student's name, address, parents' names, and emergency contacts. They will keep track of this information in an organized fashion so staff have access to student information. However, the forms are not updated regularly to ensure accurate information, and staff are not given training on how to complete these enrollment forms. The next program, the Excelling Honey Bears, promotes program management and professional development. They have a complete student enrollment information, and it's updated regularly by parents to ensure all information is up to date and accurate. Additional training is provided to staff so they know how to properly complete enrollment information and answer any questions that the parents might have. The Honey Bears provide parents with enrollment information at the time of registration, which again includes health allergies and limitations, pickup and sign-out, their name, address, parents' names, and emergency contacts, but they also include any other extra information that might be important for the staff to know. And staff know how to ask parents if any extra information is needed. And most importantly, the program has effective communication between staff and parents, and staff are able to assist parents in thoroughly completing the forms if needed. Quality Indicator 3-A4 states that quality programs have sound fiscal management, including a budget and fiscal tracking. The program and/or fiscal managers are trained in fiscal management, including collecting program fees from parents, purchasing procedures, timesheets and payroll, inventory procedures, and planning for program needs. This means programs need annual operating budgets to plan for program needs and expenditures. This includes a system for monitoring program income and expenditures. Training is provided to staff on fiscal management practices. Excelling programs ensure that all financial records are current and align with program priorities. So how does this apply to your program? The budget will assist the program leader in appropriately planning for program needs, documenting program income from registration fees, expenditures, and sustainability. Fiscal managers and site leaders are responsible for ensuring this indicator. It may also be helpful to include program staff and office staff to assist in this process if need be. You can observe this indicator with an annual review of program fiscal practices and an annual external audit. Let's look at another fictional case study with our Busy Bees and our Honey Bears. The Operational Busy Bees program has sound fiscal management procedures, including a budget and a fiscal tracking system. The Excelling Honey Bears also have a sound fiscal management procedures, including a budget and a fiscal tracking system. They also provide training to staff on the fiscal management procedures. Annual budget and procedures are reviewed regularly with staff. Program fiscal management procedures, budgets, and fiscal tracking systems align with the program priorities. The Honey Bears program income, expenditures, and sustainability are reviewed quarterly. Let's review this action plan on how operational programs can increase to the excelling category in Quality Indicator 3-A4. The first step includes a full review of the fiscal management policies and procedures. They would then provide training to staff on the updated fiscal management policies and procedures. They would then conduct an annual review of the budget and schedule a review of the fiscal operations as often as they see fit. And finally, they would plan for an external audit annually. Quality Indicator 3-A7 states, the program has written policies and procedures for clear behavioral and performance expectations for staff, youth, and families, and operational procedures that are provided to participants, staff, and families. The program has a handbook for staff and parents that includes job duties and responsibilities, program management and emergency procedures, student management, health management, behavioral expectations, and a welcoming environment. This means that programs need written policies and procedures to ensure smooth operation of program services. This means that staff are trained and provided written program policies, job duties and responsibilities, and procedures in a staff manual. Families are also provided with a written participant handbook, which includes student behavioral expectations. Site leaders and program staff are responsible for ensuring this indicator is met. You can observe this indicator by doing a review of program staff in parent handbooks. You can also provide observations of staff performing various duties and responsibilities related to the policies and procedures. Let's review our two fictional programs. The operational Busy Bees have participant behavioral and performance expectation guidelines in place. These guidelines are publicly posted and available for staff, youth, and families to view. All staff are provided with a copy of the guidelines and expectations upon hiring. Staff are required to sign an agreement to uphold these standards. The excelling honey bears have procedures in place for regular communication with staff. They have developed job descriptions and management policies designed to oversee daily program operations. Participant behavioral and performance guidelines are in place, and training is provided to staff to implement the guidelines and policies regularly in job duties, responsibilities, and program management. Staff is allowed regular input on duties, responsibilities, and program management. The honey bears review these policies with parents upon registration, and parent input is asked for updating the policy regularly. Parents are also provided with the behavioral and performance expectations, policies, and guidelines upon registration and as they are updated. Let's look at a case study action plan for a program that is trying to reach the excelling category. They would update and review their policies and procedures annually, including manuals and handbooks, and they would do so with program stakeholders like parents, staff, youth, and relevant partners. They would then provide training to staff on policies and procedures, job duties and expectations, and program management. And finally, they would provide parents with a handbook which includes behavioral expectations for students and program performance standards. Indicator subcategory A states quality programs provide positive working conditions for staff and supervision support and feedback. Indicators in this category help shape program policy that will help in the recruitment and retention by having positive working conditions for staff and supervisors and encouraging support and feedback. Indicator 3-A7 says staff receive a written handbook and are provided orientation, training, and professional development on written policies and procedures. This means program staff receive orientation and training on program policies and procedures and receive regular support and feedback. This applies by having clear expectations for staff performance, which is reflected in their annual evaluation. Site leaders and program managers are responsible for completing this indicator. You can observe this indicator in your program by reviewing your policies and procedures. You can also provide site visits to observe the program and staff support needs and feedback. Let's take a look at our two fictional case studies. The operational honeybee staff have received a comprehensive orientation, including the program's written policies and procedures. They can seek support as needed. The excelling honey bear staff have also received comprehensive orientation, including training programs, written policies, and procedures. They also have an available support system throughout the day. Training is provided to ensure staff is regularly updated on any changes related to policies or procedures. And Honey Bear admin regularly coaches staff to ensure all policies and procedures are followed correctly. Let's take a look at a case study action plan to help a program move into the excelling category for this indicator. They would first provide orientation, training, and professional development upon hiring. They would then provide ongoing staff communication, support, and feedback. They would review job duties and expectations and modify them as necessary. They would provide annual staff evaluations and provide regular updates on new policies and procedures to staff. Indicator 3-B7 states supervisors and administrators receive training in program management, leadership, motivation, team building, staff supervision, and employee evaluation. And Indicator 3-B8 states staff receive ongoing supervision and feedback that include written performance reviews on a timely basis. Staff receives ongoing feedback as related to training and professional development implementation. This means programs will hire and train qualified site leaders who are well-versed in program management and leadership skills. Site leaders will apply their leadership skills to motivate, train, and provide feedback to program staff. Program managers and site leaders are responsible for this indicator. You can observe this indicator in your program by observing site leaders' interactions with their program staff. Let's look at our two case study programs. The operational Busy Bees have training available for program supervisors and administrators, and their staff receive supervision and feedback concerning their performance. Staff also receives feedback related to training and professional development. The Excelling Honey Bears require and provide ongoing training for all program supervisors and administrators. There is a system in place for documenting that the training requirements are met. Staff receives regular and ongoing supervision and feedback concerning performance, which includes written performance reviews on a timely basis. Staff receives feedback related to training and professional development. Honey Bear staff also have required training that is provided to understand the goals and consequences of written and oral feedback. Let's review a case study action plan for a program trying to reach the Excelling category for these indicators. They would provide staff professional development and training for site leaders. Site leaders provide regular communication and feedback and coaching to program staff regarding their daily job duties and responsibilities. The program provides a periodic review of job duties and responsibilities to ensure they are still meeting program goals and expectations. And finally, they provide annual evaluations to all staff. For more information, feel free to check out a few of these additional resources to assist your program's quality improvement efforts in the area of program and professional development. Remember, we're here to help you. Reach out to us with any questions. We encourage you to follow us on social media for daily tips on out-of-school time activities, advocacy, and exciting news. Make sure to sign up for the newsletter to get the latest information on professional development, upcoming events, free resources, funding opportunities, and so much more. And as always, thank you for all that you do for Nevada's youth and taking the time to review the Nevada After School Network's program quality standards.